Farmers, I see you have a simple challenge of the kid mortalities still. Um, I always want to maybe put you on right track. I always want to help you. I always want to see people succeeding. This is the approach. It's actually it's a new approach that I'm also using. This time it really worked well for me. It worked a lot for me, and I did not get issues. About kids because sometimes you find kids grown up produced very very well, a heavy kid, very nice kid, and in the course of maybe 1 month too, it builds up a belly and then gets stunted, so it sometimes fail even to recover to get back to the right or good animal, but the gene still stays good, but it can be affected by the environment, and it becomes very weak and not a good animal. But this is how I have managed to maneuver, because this time I think this season I've produced over 200 plus kids, and I think I lost only 2 kids, and that was accidental. But if you look at my kids, they don't have issues. Their hairs are really good. They don't have bellies. I don't have those that have gotten stunted so far. But these are the possible things that really causes or makes those animals to get stunted. One, when kids are produced, let's say today, and you don't allow it to have enough milk, that will really help, which will not help it to develop very good muscle cells, because muscle cells always develop immediately after production. So if an animal gets a very good receiving, their growth also really be so good. And more so on top, if it finds that the mother has a lot of milk, and the care that you give it when it's produced, it can really do wonders, and the growth rate will definitely be high. Then some other thing, the development of the kids is, it will really start with the mothers. If you manage the mothers well, it will help you produce health kids. And then if you produce health kids, also their management also helps them to become very strong animals. What am I trying to mean by managing the mothers? Mothers are supposed to be given more time and care when they're about to produce. You people who have opportunities of where you can keep and supplement the mothers, the expectant mothers, like maybe 1 month to come, it's better you separate them and keep them in their own units, and you pay more attention to them. That will definitely help those animals to have health kids. They are not always weak. They always produce very strong babies, and that will help in the growth of the kids. Then when the kids are produced, first and foremost, sometimes it gets into, or it lands into, an environment that has a lot of diseases. One of the diseases that can kill those kids immediately is heart water. So if a kid is produced today, don't hesitate to spray it the next spraying day. Let's say if it is produced today and tomorrow you're spraying, don't say that this is a kid and I cannot spray it. No, please spray it, because even the tick cannot spare it. And remember, its body immunity is really very low, or even very less. So if a disease happens to attack it, it will not take long to kill it. So they need more attention. So when you're spraying, please do it. And then what I discovered is that you have to make sure that you give those kids enough enough milk, and as well you have to give them some water at the same time. Then if you can happen to have maybe some multivitamin like Introvit, those multivitamin that you give orally, please keep them on multivitamin at least on a weekly basis. And as well, you have to deworm those kids every after 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks. You have to deworm them. There is what they call the soft dewormers, like Liver Fast Diamond. You can give it to them because that's what I've been giving to them every after 2 weeks. if you see that you have a lot of maybe worms in your area, make sure that you deworm them every week. That will help them not be affected by the worms, because when the worms attack those animals, of course they will cause the stunted, to make them to be stunted. So make sure that you give them vitamin every week. Make sure you give them a dewormer every after 2 weeks. If there is a lot of worms, let's say it's a rainy season, give them give them um, give them, if it's a rainy season, give them dewormers every week. Every week deworm them. Every week spray them. Every week give them multivitamin. That will definitely help your kids to grow at a higher rate. So that is one of the things that you people, I would like you to understand. uh, Spraying, deworming those kids, make sure they have enough milk. uh, that will really help those kids to grow very well, and you will not have mortalities. And remember, if you get those accidental death, today they are okay, tomorrow they are not okay, the other time you're losing some 2 3, at least give them some antibiotic like oxy 20 on a weekly basis, till when they get that strength after like 1 month. That will definitely help your kids. So let me just